Hello, Group 201. This is weekly feedback number 4. So I'm going to talk about our activities from the week today and review some key concepts. So first, I'm going to talk about ideas from pages 78 and 79 from your textbook. So on these pages, we had some reading to do about the city of Singapore, and specifically, we had to find some superlative adjectives in the text and find out what they were referring to exactly. So I'm going to go over 3 examples in case this part wasn't clear. So we had the superlative adjective busiest. That referred to port. It's in the reading. They said busiest port. So we know that busiest is modifying port. And again, class, remember superlative adjectives are adjectives that are stating the most extreme comparison between two things. So it's not just saying that the port is busy, it's saying that in comparison to all the other ports in the same category or physical vicinity, that this particular one that they're referring to is the busiest. It is most busy, right? But we say busiest to be grammatically correct. Okay, so another example from the same reading, we had the superlative adjective smartest, and we needed to know what that was modifying. They say city, so they want to be the smartest city with regard to their planning and their infrastructure and how they're going to further develop their city. A third example, we had the word metropolis, and we had to find out which superlative adjective they used in the reading to modify that. And what they used was actually 2. They used most innovative and sustainable. So not only is this the most innovative metropolis, it's also the most sustainable metropolis. So you should have identified those 2, and so on and so forth for the rest of the chart, just to give you an idea of how that went. Now I'm going to move on to pages 80 and 81 of the textbook. Here we talked about compound nouns. This is when we combine 2 nouns to form a new noun, right? Or we combine 2 words to form a new noun depending on the setup. Again, this is very important. Remember, these can be 2 words or just 1. Okay, so let's look at it this way. We have shopping mall. We have those 2 words, but together they're a compound noun. So that means that those 2 are functioning as the noun of the sentence that they appear in. We also have swimming pool, same thing applies, or we have rainforest. Now, rainforest is 1 word, but it's still a compound noun. Let's break it down. So we have rain, we have forest. Those individually, those 2 words, they can be nouns in their own right, and they can appear in sentences by themselves and be the noun. But we put them together into 1 word. So that's what I mean when I say that it can be 2 words or 1. Just you look at the word, and sometimes even though it's 1 word, you can actually see 2. For example, watermelon. We have water and melon. We put them together, and now it's a totally new noun, watermelon. So that's what we mean by compound nouns. And to give you a final example, we have traffic light, right? So together they are serving the purpose of noun in whatever sentence they appear in. So then we had to find out which words in a group were not real in a list of compound nouns. Some of these were made up. So for this, I recommend using Google searches or to have fun with that, check online, and see what else you can do to find out which concepts are real compound nouns and which ones they made up. They're trying to trick you. Just remember that in every group there's one that's not real. Now, you also had to create your own compound nouns using words from the word bank. Here are some examples of my own based on what they gave us. So from water, we can create, again, watermelon. From hand, we can create handwriting. From foot, we can create football. And from fire, we can create fire engine. So fire engine is the truck that comes to put out fires, right, with the hose and all of that. So again, today I just wanted you to basically the key takeaways were the superlative adjectives from the reading, as well as compound nouns, knowing what they look like and how to identify them when you see them, and how to create your own. So I hope that helped a little bit. If anyone has further questions, please let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you in next week's video.